Claude Monet is one of my all-time favorite artists. His artwork brings me so much peace. It's honestly, metaphorically, I feel like it just feels like a deep breath. It celebrates the little things, the pleasures of life, sunlight, flowers, beauty, joy. There's so much light and colours in his artwork. I love it. I honestly love it so much. Also, being a key leader of one of my favourite movements, the Impressionist movement, I felt like he deserved a mention. I truly fell in love with his work, being able to see it in real life in Paris. There's so much opportunity to see his artwork. Definitely check out the Musée Orangerie, which has a room designed by Monet, which actually his water lily paintings were offered to the French state following the armistice of 1918 as a symbol of peace, which I just think just sums up what his whole persona was about. And if you can, do a day trip to Giverny in Normandy, which is really easy to get to from Paris. You get to see his house and his studio and his garden filled with flowers. It's beautiful. I feel like these two dresses just summed up Claude Monet's artwork for me, especially when I first saw this And Other Stories dress. I was like, oh my god, that is the dress version of a Monet painting. It's light, flowy, it's beautiful, the colours, you feel so free and you can run in it. It's got a cheeky slip and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's a piece of artwork in itself. What I adore about Caravaggio's work is how he really brings out the humanity in his characters. Using tenebrism, like dark shadows and dramatic light, he really shows the multifaceted, deep characters of the people in his paintings. He manages to bring out the ugly as well as the beautiful, which was absolutely revolutionary at the time. It really just stirs up so much emotion. I could talk for hours about his work, especially because he was also a very controversial and violent person, and I feel like you can see his battle and torment in his paintings, especially because he would often paint himself into the scenes. So, so turbulent. I love it. Now, the pieces that I've used to put together these outfits are from Simple Retro, and I will link down the pieces that I've used below. I felt like they really went with the Caravaggio vibe, like the deep reds and the browns was exactly that autumny kind of colour that I was looking for. I honestly adore how timeless these pieces are. I feel like you could just wear them again and again and again. Good quality classic pieces, like a good shirt. My wardrobe is filled with shirts because I just feel like you can put them on in any kind of occasion. I'm honestly obsessed with the colour of this shirt. It's such a rich red, but so beautiful, like a strong blood red. One of the reasons why I chose to move to Valencia was actually because it's the birthplace of one of my all-time favourite artists, Joaquin Sorolla. Something Sorolla excelled at was capturing the beauty of life. His paintings are so bright and luminous, filled with light and joy, and also inspired by photography. He painted from unconventional and new angles, resulting in his paintings truly feeling like you're seeing a snapshot of life. To match the energy in Sorolla's paintings, I wanted to choose outfits which were light and flowy and sort of this white dress, for example. I feel like I could be in one of those paintings, like running across the beach, and the blues and the whites in these outfits just really make me feel like I'm so happy to be in Valencia. These are the outfits that I wear probably the most in Valencia, these kind of light flowy outfits. Auguste Rodin. Words cannot explain how much I love his artwork. I need to stop starting every section with the same thing, but I actually really do love his artwork. I first saw his sculptures when I visited the Rodin Museum in Paris, and I honestly, I have been so many times, I've kind of lost count. I just think that his work shows so much passion, like especially love. Like you see pain and love, and I love artists who are able to portray that so well. And in his sculptures, you can just feel, you can see every contortion of the body, and like the expression and the body language is just so beautiful. There's no words in his artwork, and there's no color, and yet you can feel every emotion that's within the sculpture. I love it so much. I love it so much. I feel like I'm actually getting emotional. Can you feel like I've got tears in my eyes just explaining it? But I really do recommend going to see Rodin's work. It is absolutely beautiful in Paris. And so for these outfits, I kind of wanted to portray a Parisian vibe, but at the same time something so simple and yet so elegant. I wanted to show the elegance of his work within the outfits that I've chosen. So I've chosen very stony, kind of neutral colours, outfits that are elegant and almost sexy, but in such a classy way. So they're quite form-fitting and yet long, and just very simple yet powerful outfits, and I love them. Vivienne Maier. I was introduced to her work in an exhibition held at the Luxembourg Museum, and I instantly fell in love. She truly was a pioneer. Her street photography is so beautiful. She photographed people of all ages and all backgrounds. Her life is also intriguing. She was a nanny and a live-in maid who would apparently wander from house to house carrying a suitcase filled with negatives to be developed, and she always had a camera on her. And what's incredible is she hid her photography. Like all the artwork that she produced, all these photographs, she would keep them hidden and locked, and it was only after her death that she truly became sort of famous and discovered. And it shows that she took the pictures for herself. Like she didn't seek out fame or money or anything. Her photography for her was truly just a passion. And it also makes me wonder, like, how many artists there must be in the world that have not been like discovered, particularly women in past centuries who wouldn't have had the opportunity to release their artwork. So for the Vivienne Maier aesthetic, I chose one black and white outfit which reflects her black and white photos. Very classy with shirts, quite formal. This blouse is from Simple Retro, and it's absolutely beautiful, the amount of like the lace detailing. And then on the other hand, I wanted to have a little bit of a different outfit, very casual, laid back kind of vibes, to represent two very different aesthetics that Vivienne Maier would show. Something more dressed up, and then another dressed down, sort of everyday life kind of outfit and vibe. But yeah, I would definitely check out her photography if you have the chance.